Good evening, Internet. The Real Shroom here, and tonight I'm going to do something I haven't done before on my channel. I'm going to play some Limited. The Bloomburrow set just released on Magic the Gathering Arena and online, and is legal. So I'm going to play a Sealed League. Every time a new set releases, I like to play a little bit of Sealed to just get some of the cards into my card pool. And I'm really looking forward to playing Standard once Standard rotates later in August. Gotta be honest, my channel is mostly focused around Modern and Pioneer. Haven't been having the most fun with those formats lately. It's pretty tough as a jank brewer to thrive in formats like that. In Modern, like, if you just gotta play the powerful cards, or, the Modern Horizons 3 cards, the One Ring, or else, like, you just can't compete. And I don't like playing cards like that. And in Pioneer, like the three or four best decks in Pioneer, the problem with Pioneer as opposed to Modern is that the 3 or 4 best decks in Pioneer are like, they're just heads and shoulders so much better than everything else that it's hard to compete with those as well as a jank brewer who doesn't like to play those archetypes. So let's play some Bloomburrow Sealed. Yeah, I may be playing a lot of Standard in the future once Standard rotation happens in late August, unless there's some big shakeups with the BNR announcements, which I really hope they are in Pioneer and Modern. Standard may be the place to go for fun MTG content. So let's hop into a Bloomburrow Sealed League. If you want to support me and my content, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. Let's see, we want to do some Bloomburrow Limited. Sealed. I like Sealed because I have sort of looked at all the card previews, but I haven't looked at, like, drafting strategies and whatnot. So I'm kind of familiar with the pool, but not really with how to draft. So I like Sealed because it's just a little bit easier. It's more random, but let's see what we get here. Alright, what do our rares and mythics look like? Glarb, Calamity's Augur. So Sultai, 2/4 Death Touch. When you look at the top card of your library at any time, you play lands and cast spells from 9 value 4 or greater from the top of your library. Tap it to Surveil 2. A Frog Wizard Noble. Okay. Scrap Shooters, 3 mana for a 4/4 reach, gift a card. When it enters, if the gift was promised, destroy target artifact or enchantment an opponent controls. So the gift mechanic is like you can give your opponent something, in this case a card, and when it enters the battlefield, and if you do so, it has some kind of additional effect. So giving someone a card in exchange for destroying an artifact enchantment, it's situationally useful. 4/4 reach for 3, it's okay. That's kind of standard these days. 4/4 for 3 mana in a green creature. 3 mana, 2/3 Lizard Warlock with haste. Whenever a player casts their second spell each turn, deals 2 damage to target opponents. Okay, that'd be good in an aggro deck if we can proc it with multiple spells. Azure Beastbinder is 2 mana for a 1/3 Vigilant Rat Rogue. It can't be blocked by creatures with power up 2 or greater, so it has Skulk, basically. Whenever it attacks up to 1 target artifact, creature, or planeswalker an opponent controls, loses all abilities until your next turn. If it's a creature, it also has base power and toughness 2/2 until your next turn. So it kind of stifles a creature or planeswalker or artifact. Interesting. Coiling Rebirth, 5 mana for sorcery, gift a card. Return target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. If the gift was promised and that creature isn't legendary, create a token that's a copy of it. Except it's a 1/1. Okay, so it can create 2 copies if you gift of a creature from your graveyard only. Tender Wild Guide, 2 mana for 2/2 Offspring 2. So it's a mana dork. You can tap it to add a mana of any color. You can tap it to put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. So it can buff itself. That's a good 2-drop. Mabel, heir to the Cragflame. Other mice you control get +1/+1. When it enters, create Cragflame, a legendary colorless equipment. With equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has Vigilance, Trample, and Haste, equipped 2. Interesting. So mice and rabbits are like the aggro tribes. Okay, so based on this, yeah, some kind of aggressive deck with these 2 cards might work. Or I could also see going Sultai. This card's pretty good. 3 mana, 4/4 is not bad. And this guy could help us go multicolored. So let's see what we can come up with. Okay, so we have constructed here a Sultai deck. I really did want to go Boros with Mabel and like the aggressive red and white cards. The problem is I had actual like 0 removal in those colors. I had 1 white, double white removal spell, and that was it. As far as like red white, I didn't even have like a lot of combat tricks. I had like 2. So I just didn't think that was viable. In my experience in Limited, like you really want to play a lot of removal spells. So Sultai ended up just being a better way to go for me. I do have Glarb, which we'll see how decent this card is. 2 for Death Touch is going to be a pain to block. You know, it can get us some value by letting us cast stuff off the top of our library and play lands as well. So that's pretty good. One thing we do have going for us is that we have a lot of regrowth effects, like Peerless Recycling can get 2 permanents back from our graveyard, and also the Curious Forager, if we forage, can return a permanent card from our graveyard. So as our creatures die, we should be able to get them back and just keep putting out threats, which is good. So yeah, that's why I went Sultai. We don't have a lot of like bombs. We don't really have any major bombs. We've got this Galewind Moose, which can get someone. We got this Wix Patrol, not really a bomb. Like maybe it can kill something with ETBs. We'll see. This thing can maybe become a 5/5. So we're kind of just trying to nickel and dime our opponents. You know, we'll see. Maybe I'm underestimating how big the pings from the boost from these cards will be. Got a couple of Sinister Monoliths that might help us out by draining our opponents. We want to play stuff that's 4 and above so that we can play it off the top of our library with Glarb. We've also got, you know, mana fixing. We've got the Heaped Harvest. We've got the Tender Wild Guide, which should help us with our mana. We got a 1 of Hidden Grotto that can fix our mana as well. Yeah, this double blue counterspell might be a little rough, but maybe with our mana fixing we'll be able to get there, so we'll see. I don't think it's a particularly great deck, but we didn't get a very good pool, so this is what we're working with, and let's run it through the Sealed League. All right, we'll be playing against Poliv. We'll be on the play. And yeah, our hand looks perfectly serviceable, so we'll keep. Lead on Forest, I guess. Sunshower Druid makes itself just big enough that I can't save her. Hear this recycling? Well, that sucks. 1/3. Surveil 1. Do you want the Agate Blade Assassin? I don't think so. I think we're looking for a land. We can always get it back. I think we pass here. Alright, we've got Glarb. Listen to the Bloomburrow music. I think we're still passing. We want lands. Veteran Guard Mouse. Yeah, we're gonna counter that. Okay. So now we can play Glarb. We got our Tender Wild Guide on top. Intrepid Rabbit with Offspring. Alright, our 2/4 Death Touch nicely holding back their attack. So we can play this land. That's a pretty sweet ability, actually. I think we want to get down our Sinister Monolith and start draining. Calamity's Augur, Frog Wizard Noble, his lily pad throne. When an ETB is put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control without flying. Alright, we don't have an answer for that bird, which is a problem. I think I will block. We'll trade. Because I can just bring it back. It is concerning that I have no way of dealing with that bird. Let's just get back our Glarb. Vanishing Light. Yep, that is a card that's in the pool. Okay. So we can Offspring our dude. Exile 3 cards from your graveyard. Alright, let's Offspring. And I don't think we're going to be able to forage anytime soon, so let's just play this 3/2. Drain you. Got nothing to say about that bird. Nettle Guard, when it becomes a target of a spell for the first time, gets +0/+2. Sack it to destroy target artifact or enchantments, which they can do right away. Okay, there are not 7 or more cards in our graveyard. I think we'll play our Tree Guard duo. Do it to our 3/2. Drain our opponent. They chump. Hunter's Talents. Target creature deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. Whenever you attack, target creature gets +1/+1 in trample. Okay. We'll just go ahead and kill it in response, I guess. There goes our Sinister Monolith. Polywop. Okay. Well, all they've got going on is their bird, as far as offense. Alright, let's start powering up our dudes. What? Oh. What? Why didn't it let me do both? I should have been able to add counters to both my creatures on their end step, but it advanced to my turn. I don't know why. That's BS, man. Probably should have kept this up to add a counter to it. Why did it... It did not give me the chance to add a counter to this on their end step. Yeah, that card's really, really good. It's gonna let them start drawing cards. Kind of got screwed there. This should be a 4-4. Or no, it should have been a 3-3, but I should have been able to attack with it. So they should be at 5, or they should not have this creature. This card is actually legit really, really good. 2-mana fight spell that level 3 is just gonna draw so many cards. Boy, they have a lot of fight effects. Only once? Why is it only once? So I can't deal with their bird. Ooh. Well, opponent had a much better pool than we did. Raimi is our opponent. Will be on the play. And we've got a saver. Peerless recycling. Yeah, we can keep this. This counterspell is going to be a bit tough. Glarb. Yeah, we won an island. Essence Channeler, as long as you lost life this turn, has Flying Vigilance. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on it. When it dies, put its counters on target creature you control. Wow, that's really good. Let's kill it. Get a food token. So we can counter their next creature. Moonstone Harbinger, whenever you gain or lose life, bat you control get +1/+1 Death Touch. It's a 1/3 flying Death Touch. They're a life gain deck, so I want to get rid of any kind of synergy pieces they might have. Just play Glarb. Fell. Destroy target creature. Wish I had some of those. Osteomancer Adept. 2/2 Death Touch. Until end of turn, you cast creature cards from your graveyard by forging. In addition to paying those costs. Paying their cost. So let's see. can't peer this recycling plus play Glarb, so I guess I'm just gonna end step peerless recycling. They got a provisioner. Draw land. When it attacks untapped target non-land permanent. Well, I am going to trade for this 3/3 Death Touch because I'm low on life. I do have another card that can help me get Glarb back. +2/+0 lifelink and indestructible. Yep. Okay. Guess we'll just eat this food. Alright, Wix Patrol. Need some help here. Among cards in your graveyard, what's the greatest mana value? So I can kill anything. Guess I'll kill the bird. They're gonna get to cast something from their graveyard. Oh man. Their deck is so much better than mine. Well, we can activate our Thought Shucker at least. Opponents deciding which of their awesome creatures they want to replay. They have quite a... Okay, they can just replay the same guy who just died. Seems a little weird. Alright, Shucker, give me something good. Swamp is not exactly good. Just play this 4/4. They don't have any artifacts or enchantments, right? No. Ah, they can use this guy again. Okay, they did not untap this guy that time. So, okay. Not too displeased with that. I guess I'll attack. Gonna trade, okay. Do I want to draw cards? Not yet. Maybe next turn I will. Zorling Cosmos Collar. When it attacks, you gain 1 life. When it enters or attacks, you may pay and 2 life. If you do, wow. Their deck is so good. Well, let's draw some... oh, I should have waited till after combat. That was dumb. I could have drained him for 1 prior to doing that. I don't think I need to mill cards. They're drawing bomb after bomb. Relevant card after relevant card. Okay, well, their card pool was vastly, vastly better than ours. What a synergistic, powerful deck they had. But that's sealed. Harm is our opponent. Let's see if we can win a game. Got all expensive stuff. I don't think I'm mulligan, right? It's sealed. We're on the play. We'll get to our we'll get cheaper stuff and mana. Seasoned Worn Guards. While you control a token, you get +2/+0. Alright, Glarb. Need your help, friend. Alright, let's play our Sinister Monolith. Hopefully we can blow them out with our moose. They have the removal spell. Okay, they hit us for a bunch. What to do here? How many cards do I have in my graveyard? Just 1. I'll play another Monolith. That dang bird. All of our opponents have had it. Alright, let's just blow him out with our moose. Another bird. Block the bird. Peerless recycling. This thing has vigilance. Alright, let's recycle. Not gonna gift. Get back Glarb. Let's play Glarb. Drain you for 2. They are gaining life every time a creature enters the battlefield. Alright, let's play this land. Do that into the yard. This has trample, right? Play this guy. Play this guy. Just pass. Drain for 2. Alright. So it's gonna be 11-11. Let's play our Tree Guard duo. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So if they block with all of their non-flyers, they can keep their flyers. Continue attacking me for 4 every turn. I mean, it's what I got, so... I think I'm attacking. They just take it? Okay. They're putting cards from their graveyard on the bottom of their library. Okay. Counter that. And I think we got him. Because this thing pings for 1 when we attack, and they're getting drained for 2 on our pre-combat main phase. So I think we got this one. Yeah. Next to cats, you can count on frogs. We're against Tyr. Alright, this is a good hand. Definitely keeping. So you think cats are the superior tribe to frogs? Opponent mulls to 5. Start on island because we have this double blue spell. Fountain Port. Man, that land is so good. Tap for a colorless. 2, tap it, sack a token, draw a card. 3, tap it, pay a life, create a fish creature token. 4, tap it, create a treasure? What? Play our Thought Shucker. Aw, shucks. Whenever it attacks untapped target permanent. Yeah, we know that one. So we'll go for Heaped Harvest. We're gonna grab island number 2 since we have this double blue spell. I think we'll just take 3. Beginning of combat in your turn, target mouse you control gains your choice of double strike or trample. Okay. Well, let's get the monolith going. Yeah, that's a problem. Why does it get trample and double strike? Why does it have trample and double strike? Target mouse you control gains your choice. Oh, because it offspringed. Okay. That's pretty bogus. But okay. I guess we're blocking. I don't want to take 6. Additional cost, discard a card. Target player draws 2 cards. Gift a tapped fish. Okay, they gave me a fish. 3 mana, 3/3 menace. Wow. Okay. Well, this isn't going well. Let's play this 3/4. And this 1/3. Alright, yeah, our opponent has a super synergistic deck here. I mean, without removal, we're just gonna die. It only has double strike. Little chump. Yeah, offspring. I gotta counter that, I guess. Never exile the top card of your library until your next turn. You may play that card. Four-three double strike trample. So yeah, I think we gotta just try to take this thing down, right? One, two, three, four. I think that will be sufficient to take it down. They can just do it to another creature though, because they have these mice. Gotta kill one of these things. Star Charter. They're just getting to draw extra cards. Yeah, the Manifold Mouse. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature gains double strike or trample. And you can offspring it? Wow, that is sick. We're losing this game. So I guess we'll block here. Block here, and block. That's Menace. Double block there, and take 7. Should be able to do it with both, right? Okay, because a little while ago I wasn't. It's this mouse here that's killing us. The Manifold Mouse. So yeah, aggro is going to be a thing in New Standard. It's going to be a thing. Gets returned to creatures. Return up to 2 creatures from value, let 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. If a gift was promised, turn it to 3. My goodness, wow. Okay. They have double Manifold Mouse again. I think I'm just dead, because they can give this thing double strike. So, yeah. Alright. So So our deck was real bad. You know, like the thing is, like the best removal we had, the only removal we had in our pool is these two savers that give something -2/-2. There's one white removal card. Other than that, we had nothing. That and like a couple of counter spells. So we got a bad pool, but you know, it's good to get some cards in the collection, and it was fun. Good to see a little bit of the new cards and what kind of strategies there might be to look forward to. Aggro's looking real scary. The mice, yeah, the mice look ridiculous, man. They have such cheap like combat buffs, and like the dewdrop thing that lets them just get 2 mice back from their graveyard too for 3 mana. Whew. Yeah, gotta start packing sweepers, you know, like damage based, like do 1 damage to each creature type sweepers might be really good if there's any of those in standard, new standard, or yeah, graveyard hate, just lots of removal because aggro is going to be a problem. So although our deck was really bad, I had fun. I enjoyed playing a little bit of Bloomburrow, a nice change of pace from the more eternal formats. And we'll be playing a lot of standard once new standard comes around, once rotation happens in late August, especially if there isn't a big shakeup in modern or pioneer, because those formats need some help. They need some help big time. But that's going to do it for tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. This is Shroom signing out. I'll see you in the next MTG vid. Viewers, have a good night.